And the players going through their game preparation, making sure they're fully warmed up for the tip. Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. Alongside Doris Berg and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. On our sideline reporting tonight, Allie LaForce. Let's take a look at the numbers for Desmond Bane.
And something has really clicked for him at the free throw line. In the past 5 games, his percentage at the line is much better than it had been prior. Sometimes that's how it works. A switch flips, and all of a sudden, you're locked in.
Now the starting group for Orlando. Running out on the wings, they'll have Bane and Wagner. Then there's Jalen Suggs. Then it's Wendell Carter, and it's De Silva in at the force line. And for the Celtics, the wing pairing, it's White and Brown. Then it's Peyton Pritchard. And it's Queta in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So Orlando will get the first possession. So we have the first leg of the NBA season, Greg, now behind us. The standings starting to come into shape.
Yeah, right now is when you can make sense of wins and losses. Who you play matters so much early on, but things have started here to balance out.
So the Orlando Magic able to put the first points up on the board.
Yeah, quick foul picked up right away here in the first quarter.
Personal foul. First team foul.
On the wing, Brown. He's defended by Wagner.
Boy, it is early to pick up that second foul. Now you have to navigate how you want to defend.
And Orlando making a change here. Isaac's checked in. Brown against Wagner. Queta. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
Well, Jaylen Brown getting better and better in pick-and-roll situations. There's a real willingness to give up the basketball.
And so here's Orlando. Their last encounter was in Orlando.
And turnovers were the story for them when they saw each other last. I mean, just a heartbreaking way to lose the game.
Wagner kicks to Suggs. To the inside. And then Carter with the jam.
Oh, my goodness. Rock the rim, Wendell Carter Jr. We see you.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Pass to Walsh. Back to Pritchard. Here's White. No good from outside. Here's Orlando now. It's a 3-point game. And this Magic team, Greg, hangs its hat on size, on switchability, and toughness.
Yeah, they contest everything and play with real discipline. For a young group, that is uncommon. And it's a big reason they've taken the lead.
Here's Brown after the made shot from Desmond Bane. And he makes that one.
Well, good things happen for this team when Jaylen Brown gets into the paint. So efficient inside.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Outside, Bane. Wagner kicks to Isaac. Outside, Bane. Carter sets the pick for Bane. 6 on the shot clock, and it's off from three-point range. For Boston, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. White, good.
That is impressive stuff from Derek White. Defender in his grill, no problem.
Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Pass to Isaac. Back to Suggs. And Suggs throws it down.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
And so it's Bane who brings up the ball for the Orlando Magic. 3-point lead. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And what surprised me was how easy they made it look. It seemed like they got something out of every possession. Boy, still trying to get comfortable out there right now.
Brown with it. Defended now by Wagner. Isaac with the steal. From the wing, the rebound by Cada.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
8 feet away. Back to Brown. 5 on the clock. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Orlando leading by 3. Wagner on the wing. He's covered by Pritchard. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Jamal Mosley is doing a tremendous job for the Magic, and the players gravitate to his approach. He said, quote, "Coaching is teaching, and you can't teach yelling and screaming and hollering. You teach with communication and positivity, because that's how I think a lot of these guys will actually register it." Guys?
A new school approach, if you will. Thank you, Allie. Goga Bitadze's checked in for Wendell Carter. And Doris a measured pace for the Celtics. Don't rush, don't turn it over, and then they get what they want.
Well, this is Joe Mazzulla's philosophy in a nutshell. Quality offense begins with taking care of the basketball first. He believes in the math, meaning he believes if you can get a good look at 3, you take it.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
Put your hands together for Celtics.
Chance here to check out some stats for Derek White. Really been a key contributor over the past month. He's around 14 points per game, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. And with his great passing, he's been a catalyst for their offense, often seeing plays even before they materialize.
There's no doubt about that. Great anticipation, excellent peripheral vision. His talents are really shining through.
Now, here's Wagner. Turned in an outstanding game against New York. To the paint. And Isaac throws it down.
Well, take advantage of your strengths. As a roller, Jonathan Isaac has incredible length to finish. That is a pretty play.
Outside, White. Brown the pass to Pritchard. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by Isaac.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Inside, Bain. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Bain's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Brown with it. Isaac picks him up.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. We felt it. Even over here we felt it. Magic leading by 3. Suggs with the ball. Another key contributor to that nice win against New York. And the basket by Isaac.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Celtics have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. White, good.
Derek White is a legit 3-point threat. I don't care where on the floor he is. You better contest.
The Magic have gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Outside, Suggs. Back to Wagner. Pass to Bain. Over to the left wing. Suggs kicks to Bain. Wagner wide open. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession. This break in the action gives us a chance to show you the NBA's current fast break specialists. The Magic in second.
I think that's what really distinguishes them offensively. They really like to get out in transition.
Sam Hauser's checked in for the Celtics. And Fernie Simons comes in for Derek White. Anthony Black's checked in for Orlando. Jones comes in for Bain. Orlando leading. 1:41 left in the first quarter. A nice shot by Black.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
For Boston, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. And it's sent back by Isaac.
Well, that's 6'11", sending it back, Jonathan Isaac. Woo-hoo!
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Orlando.
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
Howard's checked in for the Magic. .114 left to play in the first quarter. Jones the pass to Black. 6 to shoot. Screen by Batadze. Outside Howard. Can't hit that one. Celtics trail by 3. To the right wing. Hauser up top. Nice ball movement by Boston. Brown against Howard. Brown kicks for Simons. Jacks up a 3. And the basket by Hauser. And it's all knotted up.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Black. An 11-point game for him in the win against New York.
And it wasn't only his scoring. The intensity on defense. He nabbed 3 steals that night.
That puts them in the lead. Brown's got 6.
Now, this is a guy who wants to score, so don't let him catch a rhythm.
And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Magic. Banked in off the glass. Jones has got it all tied up now for the Magic.
Oh, that's a cagey move right there. Tyus Jones showing no fear.
Here's Brown. Tie game in Boston. And we'll be back right after this. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. What do you guys think about the Celtics here in this one?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
The Celtics shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. And so in the game for the Magic, Anthony Black is out there with Jones. Then there's Desmond Bane. Then it's Batadze. Now here's Jones. Here's Bane. Lays it up and banks it in. Bane's got the first basket of the second quarter for Orlando.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And for such a young team, pretty impressive how well the Magic defend.
And that's their identity. They are elite at that end of the floor, and they force turnovers at a really high clip.
Now, here's Bane. He picked up 27 points in their last win against New York.
The other thing, he really changed the pace of the game when you consider how many free throws he shot. Drawing fouls is an art, and really he has mastered that part of the game.
Now, here's Simon. Following the missed shot by Tyus Jones.
That is downright unguardable. Simons knows when to go for it.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Jones against Simon. Jones kicks to Black. Here's the teardrop. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. Here's Simon.
And how about the explosiveness of Simons? Man, can he get up and finish with power?
Let's see the connected cam angle on that stunning play. Brought to you by AT&T. Now here's Jones. Pass to Black. From past the arc. A rebound by Simon. The Boston, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Former dunk contest champion Anthony Simons. Greg, also a threat from deep.
Yeah, over half his shots coming from long range. I mean, he's not exactly a point guard or a lockdown defender, but if you need a bucket, that he can provide.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. In for Jones. And while there's a break, here's a collection of the shooting guards that have made an impact with their passing this season. The leading assist men among two guards. Fifth on the list, Derek White.
And that list of players just goes to show that great passing doesn't just come from the point. The way those guys distribute the ball from the two spot is a thing of beauty.
Yeah, it almost seems like they're more like hybrid guards. They can create opportunities for their teammates or handle the scoring duties themselves. Either way, they're valuable to have around.
And Simons drops them both. And teams are always looking for positional size. Doris, where is that most valuable?
If you look across the league today, Kevin, it's at every single position. Size and skill as a combination is very tough to beat. And teams are getting bigger and more skilled across positions now.
And it's time for an injury report.
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for Boston provided some information. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. It seems the issue may not be so serious as they're allowing a return to action. I'll give you updates as I get them.
Allie, thanks as always. We appreciate the report.
Boy, this is where you need everyone in your support system to be around him and be encouraging, because this is going to be a long road to recovery.
And beginning to take charge of this game. This could be a crucial point.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
Now, here is Robinson. Bain looking around. And Robinson throws it down.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
So it's the Celtics now. After the Magic pick up two.
Oh, great ball movement there.
It's an 8-point differential. It's Bain atop the key. Back to Wagner. Fires for three. Rebounded by the Celtics.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Simons, the pass to White. And again, Boston with the triple.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
The Magic trail by 11. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Desmond Bain, a deadly floor spacer, but he said, I have to be respected in a lot of different ways. Don't pigeonhole me into just being a catch-and-shoot guy or a movement shooter. I can score the ball in a variety of ways and do multiple things on the court. Kevin, back to you.
A lot for sure in his bag. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. And Boston certainly has some of the most knowledgeable sports fans, Doris, in the country.
Kevin, not only knowledgeable, but passionate. And when you think over the four major sports in the city, and the tradition of success. It is no wonder they are so committed.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes.
Some impressive play from him over the last month. He's putting up about 14 points a night, 5 assists, and 4 rebounds. And you talk about defensive presence, he's the real difference maker on that end.
Yeah, he's always somewhere around the ball, finding ways to help his team by shutting down the opponents.
And they're pushing it up. Here's Walsh. And it's Buckner with the rebound.
Boy, I'd like to see him finish that play with more authority.
And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Brown kicks to White. Back to Brown. The Celtics working the ball around now. A shot by Pritchard, no good.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
The 3. That one is good again. He's 6 straight from the floor with the basket.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks Chelsea.
The Magic trail by 12. Outside, Payne. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on White. GA in recent seasons, we've seen the MVP debate get a little contentious.
I mean, every year there's about 3 or 4 guys who are deserving of the award. And the closer the race is, I think the more heated things tend to get. So especially since the criteria for the award is so subjective.
And Bain drops them both.
This is a guy who will happily go to the line if that's what the defense wants to give him.
Celtics leading by 10. Left side, Brown. Boston needs to get off a shot. Here's White. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. For the Celtics, they come into this one following a loss to the Nets.
And that was a tough one. They expected to play well and did, just not well enough.
You know what? At the end of the day, it wasn't as close as it should have been. There were lapses all night that led to the deficit they couldn't overcome.
And here is Suggs. 5 points in the game. Pass to Bain. Carter with a screen on White. Down low. It's hauled in by Brown. The Celtics have gone 8 of 13 in the second quarter. Well above the 50% mark from the field. White, good. White's got 20.
Love to see Derek White go right up with it off the catch. No doubt right there. Just get the jumper flowing.
And a wide open look for Bain. The Magic again can't hit. It's White on the wing. Pass to Walsh. Now Pritchard. And again, Boston with the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Walsh. White the pass to Walsh. On the wing, Brown. This one for 3. That one, no good.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers.
Through the contact from long range, and he almost got the hoop to fall. Instead, he'll shoot 3 at the line.
And what you love about Bane is just how hard he works. His drive to keep getting better on display.
And he's good on the first of 3.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first. And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
And he makes all 3. So it's the Celtics now. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. Brown, no good.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Wendell Carter Jr., it matters not where he is on the floor, right? This guy's touch is excellent. Sometimes a nice inside shot, yeah, give me an easy 2.
Brown gets it done inside.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Derek White has been on display for the Celtics. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. Right back after this break.
Welcome, everybody. It may be early on in the season, but not too early to take a full assessment of the Eastern Conference standings. Veering off topic a bit, I wanted to ask you guys, who would you say is the best trash talker of all time?
Man, there's been a lot of them. But I'll go with either Bird or Jordan, because trash talk is only good if you can back it up.
I really can't say because nobody talked trash to me. They were too afraid of the consequences.
Okay, now that's a lie, because I talk trash to you all the time, and I haven't seen any consequences.
Just wait till the next break, buddy boy. Been saving up.
And now let's talk about Derek White. Huge production tonight, and we're only halfway through this one.
He took a lot of good shots in the first half, also made some contested shots, playing with great confidence.
You know what? A couple of times, you could just see defenders hang their heads, man.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You know, Derek White has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Celtics leading by 15. Pritchard and White are their guards. Then there's Brown, and it's Queta in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's in the game for the Celtics. And Suggs has got the ball here for the Orlando Magic. Wagner passes to Bing. Lets it go from deep to Silva with the bucket.
Good find from Bane, proving that he's a total team player.
The Celtics shooting certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. Brown. Franz Wagner grabs the miss. The Magic trail by 12. Now at 6'10", GA. Franz Wagner provides great versatility to this offense.
Yeah, and he's a solid decision maker, capable of running the show. He's a gifted scorer and playmaker. Plus, he provides matchup problems with that size.
Here's Suggs. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
3 points.
Boy, if Suggs is knocking this shot down consistently, the spacing will open up.
Pritchard passes to Queta. Brown outside. Boston again missing.
0 for 3 to start the second half. You've got to start finding your footing here.
Brown against Wagner. Puts it up from 15. And it's White with the rebound.
Oh, the defense very willing to live with that mid-range jumper.
Count it. Richards got 10.
Their first basket in 4 tries. Let's see if that basket gets them going. It can be contagious now.
The Magic trail by 11. Outside, Suggs. Payton for 3. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
And we've seen more of this lately from Bane, continuing to blossom and improve as a scorer.
Boston's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Outside, White. Brown wide open. He fired. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Bane kicks to Wagner. Here's De Silva. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
They found their composure on both ends of the floor, and that is what triggered this run.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jalen Suggs. That is his first foul of the game. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. It's White on the wing.
And they may want to work on getting more high percentage shots. They have the lead, but the three-point shots haven't been falling for them like they were in the first half. Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
No doubt, Jaylen Brown is one of the most gifted isolation scorers in the league right now, Doris.
He is one of those guys, Kevin, that you do not want to be defending on an island. Jaylen Brown is an elite athlete, but he is also a 3-level scorer, which makes him almost impossible to handle.
That one is no good.
You think about what Jaylen Brown brings to the table. Elite athleticism, 3-point shot making, attacking the rim in transition, so much to like. Yeah, fundamental basketball here. Passes on time and on target.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. It's a floater. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Brown's got 11 points.
And while they still have the lead, boy, was that important to keep it from shrinking.
The Magic trail by 4. Outside, Bane. Shoots over White. Bane, no good. Celtics have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements. Pritchard from outside. Suggs with some nice defense. Here's Orlando now. They're on a 16-5 run. There's Wagner with the 3. Sinks the triple. 8 points for him.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Pritchard passes to White. Here's Brown. Rebound by the Magic. Wagner's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Let's remember, Wendell Carter Jr. goes about 6'10", 270. Good luck trying to stop him without fouling.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Magic.
They've been in the zone from mid-range all game long, and they've made the most of any chance they've found in that space.
Also, they've been living in the lane. They're getting the ball in close, and it's had a devastating impact all game long.
Pritchard passes to White. Nice ball movement by Boston. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Orlando, they've gone 8 of 10 shooting here in the second half. Very strong.
And the guy knows how to score. They manipulating the D there to his advantage.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one.
And, you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last out.
Goga Bitadze's checked in for the Magic. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. Simons, he's checked in for the Celtics. Well, there haven't been many misses at the line for this group of players. This is how the shooting guards around the league stack up when it comes to free throw shooting in the past 10 games. Desmond Bane, 4th.
We've gotten used to seeing a lot of terrific free throw shooters from the 2-guard ranks, but even so, it shouldn't take away from what these players have been able to do up there.
You know, that's a very steady bunch at the line, no doubt about that. In any kind of clutch situation, if it's one of those players shooting the big free throw, you can be sure he's going to come through.
Outside, Suggs. The shot's good from Bitadze. Bitadze's got the lead up to 5 now for the Magic.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
And the call will be against Anthony Simons. That's his first foul. Here's Suggs. At the elbow, it's Bane. And stolen by White. Here's Simons. To end the run. Good on that shot. And with that, the Magic lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from White.
And that's another 3. And if the defense is hoping that they don't heat up from out here like they did in the first half, they may be in for a real bad surprise.
Payton for 3. Hits the 3-point bomb. Bane's got the lead back up to 5 now for the Magic.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
Simons kicks to White. Back to Simons. Pass to Queta. 4 on the shot clock. Back to White. Takes the 3. Franz Wagner grabs the miss. Wagner's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. White drives in, and White slams it in.
Well, how about that drive by Derek White? This guy has so much to his game.
1:03 left here in the 3rd quarter. And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Teams changing it up here. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Taking a look at Orlando, right there in 5th position, middle of the pack in the conference. And, of course, there's the Celtics. They're 10th best in the conference.
And seeing where the Magic are, they've done a good job staying relevant this season. I mean, I was concerned they'd suffer a drop-off, but just give them credit. They've hung in here in this playoff race.
A resiliency has been crucial for this team. Anytime it looks like they may start to drag a little bit, they've picked it back up and stayed in the hunt.
Bitadze the pass to Howard. Here's the 3. Cranes the 3-pointer. Howard's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And they continue to control the glass.
Here's Simons.
I love when Simons puts it on the deck. Super crafty off the bounce.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
At the line, Anthony Simons. At the line for 2 shots.
Free throw good. Simons.
And on the court, Simons is like a lightning bolt of energy. He hustles hard and just puts in the sweat to outwork the other team.
And Simons drops them both. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. Here's Black. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. With some arc, Jones finds Batase. Black, no good. Now Simons. Oh, what a jam! Simons!
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatic.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Magic lead by 2. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Orlando with the ball. A 2-point game. Fourth quarter on the floor for the Magic. We've got Desmond Bane. Batase is out there with Jonathan Isaac. Then there's Howard. And it's Black in at the 1. Bane, no good. Here's Boston now. Brown feeling out a bit. Simons with the ball. Isaac picks him up. And the call will be against Anthony Simons. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Up top, Bane. Back to Black. Howard finds Black. Just 5 to shoot. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the rim, but how about the finish with intention?
Brown outside. Pass to Simons. Here's Hauser. And a miss there on the triple. Magic leading by 4. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Now Batase. Hauser defending. Batase with the bucket.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Brown. A shot off that time. Great D that time from Bane. No one near Isaac as he lets it go. And the 3 off target. Simons has got the ball here for the Celtics. Looking to get on the board here in the fourth still. Hauser misses.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
And Isaac throws it down.
Oh, boy, the reach, the length, the hops, the athleticism, Jonathan Isaac, nicely done.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now.
Hey, Boston, let's get loud for Celtics Entertainment.
Swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
During that last break, I heard Joe Mazzulla as he talked with the team. He ripped into their perimeter game and their energy level, saying to his guys, you're just running through the motions out there. There's no hustle or desire to chase them off the three-point line or to try to get open looks from deep on the other end. Guys?
Thank you, Allie. Pass to Garza. Wagner with it. Picked up by Brown. No, boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. That one on Simon.
I love it when Franz Wagner puts it on the deck, forces the defense to overcommit.
Wagner at the line for two.
Good from Wagner.
Guys, when you're talking about young players, the first thing I want to know is, do they have passion and enthusiasm for the game? Franz Wagner, he's got every bit of that. Well, big man that makes their free throws. Bravo.
Off the run, Orlando grabs the miss.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Wagner's got the lead up to 12 now for the Magic. The Celtics have gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Geez, you can almost feel his desperation. He wants so badly to see the ball go through the net.
Gets it to fall. The bucket from Bain.
And he's caught fire from long range here in the second half.
Simons against Wagner. Here's Walsh. Tried to come right back with the three of his own. It's no good. Here's Suggs. Rebounded by the Celtics. Hauser's got 4 rebounds in this game. Brown outside. Pass to Hauser. His three-pointers off the mark.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Suggs against Simon. Now here's Brown. To the middle. Here's Walsh. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
And thanks to that bucket, he's finally able to stop that little 15-0 run by the Magic.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. Some changes for Boston. Kate is checked in, and it's Pritchard in for Sam Hauser. Here is Carter. Wagner kicks to Suggs. Back to Wagner. There's the three. And it's Derek White with the rebound. Celtics trail by 15. Pass to Walsh. Here's Pritchard. Here's White. That three off the mark.
I mean, apparently he still has the green light to shoot threes, but he is in an absolute funk right now.
Shooting for Orlando, Desmond Bain.
And it's Orlando's ball. They've gone on a 16-2 run, not allowing much. Back to Suggs. Pass to De Silva. And here's Carter. Pulls the trigger. Rebounded by Brown.
That's a breakdown defensively right there, folks. He just could not make them pay.
White misses the three. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. Free throw good, Bain. Orlando leading by 17. Here's De Silva. Shot clock at 6. Bain fires. Off target from outside.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
He gets it to go.
Come on now, that's easy money.
And so it's Suggs who brings up the ball for Orlando.
What a powerful finish from Wendell Carter Jr. Man, he's off his feet in a hurry.
And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam. The Celtics shooting 43% from the field. White outside. Missed on the three.
Boy, not looking sharp at all here in the second half, but it hasn't deterred him one bit.
Here's Walsh. Wagner with the block.
What a big-time block from Franz Wagner. Wow, how about the grit on the defensive end?
Team foul.
Magic leading by 17. Here's Bane. Greg, one thing that doesn't show up in the box score, and maybe should, screen assists. They're a big part of the game.
Without question. I mean, the art of setting a great screen, I think, is underappreciated. Giving those guys their just due with the screen assist on a made bucket is, I'm fine with that.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane. And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Magic.
The bench gave him a big lift in this game.
And listen, Kevin, anytime your reserves can perform at a level that high, it puts you in an excellent position to win the game.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
And they put themselves into the driver's seat in regards to the season series with this team. Tonight's win will give them a 2-1 edge with only one left to play.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for Desmond Bane.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
Peyton Pritchard. First personal foul. Fifth team foul.
A free throw drops for Suggs.
Jalen Suggs taking 2 shots.
And so he hits both. Picked him clean. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled into this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that about wraps it up. For Dorisburg, Greg Anthony and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in tonight. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Desmond Bane.